Will India break BRICS from the inside? Is India the bridge or the weak link in BRICS? Let's explore India's pivotal role in this global alliance. BRICS is a coalition of emerging economies aiming to reshape the global order. Together, BRICS countries represent over 40% of the world's population and about 30% of global GDP. Formed in 2009, BRIC became BRICS with South Africa's inclusion in 2010. India has been a proactive member, influencing key decisions and initiatives within BRICS. India uniquely balances its BRICS membership with strategic partnerships in the West, such as the Quad. Debates arise over India's commitment to BRICS amid its growing global engagements. In this video, we'll delve into India's journey within BRICS, its current role, and what the future holds. Join us as we explore whether India will continue to bridge East and West within the BRICS framework. BRICS originated from a term coined by Goldman Sachs in 2001, identifying Brazil, Russia, India, and China as potential economic powerhouses. The first official BRICS summit occurred in 2009, marking India's foundational role as an original member of the alliance. India actively engaged from the start, seeing BRICS as a strategic platform to enhance its global influence and economic cooperation. Initially, India was cautious about BRICS, focusing instead on its existing IBSA alliance with Brazil and South Africa. India feared BRICS might overshadow IBSA, but eventually recognized BRICS as an opportunity to assert leadership in the global south. In 2012, India significantly shaped BRICS by proposing the establishment of the New Development Bank, marking a foundational contribution. India's proposal aimed at financing infrastructure and development projects, reinforcing cooperation among BRICS nations. The NDB has since financed numerous projects across member states, highlighting India's lasting impact on BRICS collaboration. These initiatives primarily focus on renewable energy, sustainable infrastructure, and healthcare, enhancing economic resilience. From cautious beginnings, India's proactive approach helped define BRICS' strategic agenda, reflecting its vision for global cooperation. India transitioned from initial skepticism to playing a central role, driving BRICS towards greater collaboration and influence. Next, we'll explore India's current role in BRICS and how it balances relations between East and West. BRICS was first coined in 2001 by economist Jim O'Neill at Goldman Sachs, highlighting Brazil, Russia, India, and China as emerging economic giants ready to reshape global economics. The first formal BRICS summit took place in 2009 in Yekaterinburg in Russia, officially marking India's foundational role as one of the original members of this influential group. India actively embraced its role early on, viewing BRICS as a vital opportunity to enhance its global standing and economic diplomacy. Initially, India showed caution towards BRICS, preferring its existing IBSA alliance with Brazil and South Africa, worried that BRICS might overshadow IBSA's cooperative agenda. Despite these concerns, India eventually recognized BRICS' broader potential to lead the global south and enhance its influence on international platforms. At the 2012 BRICS summit, India significantly shaped the group's future by proposing the establishment of the New Development Bank, a foundational contribution aimed at financing development and infrastructure. India's visionary proposal established the New Development Bank, aimed explicitly at supporting infrastructure projects and sustainable development across BRICS member countries. Since then, the NDB has actively financed numerous critical projects across member countries, significantly impacting India's infrastructure landscape and economic growth. These funded initiatives predominantly target renewable energy, infrastructure enhancement, and healthcare, contributing significantly to economic resilience and sustainability. From initial hesitation to active leadership, India's early strategic decisions significantly influenced BRICS' foundational agenda, reflecting its broader vision for international cooperation. India's evolution from caution to active participation highlights its growing ambition and influence in shaping global economic and political frameworks. Next, we'll dive deeper into India's current role within BRICS, examining how it skillfully balances its relations between East and West amidst growing global tensions. The New Development Bank, or NDB, is one of India's significant contributions to BRICS, established to finance sustainable infrastructure and development projects among member countries. India not only initiated the idea of the NDB, but also held its first presidency under KV Kamath, reinforcing its leadership role within BRICS. India has directly benefited from NDB's financing, receiving substantial loans aimed at enhancing its infrastructure, particularly in transportation and renewable energy sectors. India has consistently advocated for global reforms, prioritizing the restructuring of international institutions such as the IMF, World Bank, and the United Nations to ensure fair representation. Additionally, India actively collaborates with BRICS partners on climate action initiatives, sustainable development projects, and technological advancements like digital payment systems and vaccine research. Amid BRICS discussion on reducing dollar dependency, India has pragmatically experimented with local currency trade, notably using the rupee-ruble arrangement with Russia to navigate around international sanctions. Despite participating in de-dollarization dialogues, India maintains a cautious stance, clearly stating that these measures aim primarily at facilitating smoother trade rather than completely replacing the US dollar. BRICS financing through NDB has funded notable infrastructure projects across India, significantly impacting transport, energy, and urban development. Renewable energy initiatives supported by BRICS financing highlight India's commitment to sustainability, enhancing its capacity for clean energy production and reducing environmental impacts. India has also leveraged BRICS collaboration effectively during global health crises, contributing to vaccine research and healthcare technology sharing among member nations. Collectively, these strategic contributions underscore India's proactive role in reshaping BRICS objectives towards equitable global development and cooperation. Next, we explore India's delicate geopolitical balancing act, maintaining strategic relationships with both BRICS and Western alliances. India uniquely participates in both BRICS and Western-aligned groups like the Quad, making its diplomatic position particularly distinctive and strategically balanced. This dual affiliation showcases India's nuanced diplomatic approach, simultaneously engaging with diverse international blocs. Within BRICS, China and Russia frequently push for countering Western dominance, while India advocates reforming existing global systems rather than overturning them entirely. Prime Minister Modi explicitly stated that BRICS is not directed against anyone, highlighting India's diplomatic narrative of neutrality and reform-oriented cooperation. The BRICS common currency debate highlights contrasting views. China and Russia strongly advocate for it, seeing it as a step toward reducing Western financial dominance. In contrast, India's central bank governor clearly stated that adopting a common BRICS currency is not our objective, emphasizing India's practical rather than ideological approach. India has skillfully managed tensions within BRICS, notably during sensitive geopolitical incidents such as the Galwan Valley clashes with China and Russia's conflict in Ukraine. In these situations, India consistently advocated for peaceful dialogue, carefully avoiding direct condemnation, yet clearly not endorsing aggressive actions. Visually representing India's delicate balance, it actively participates in military exercises with the United States while engaging in diplomatic dialogues with BRICS nations including Russia and China. This careful balancing act allows India to maintain strategic autonomy, crucially engaging with both Western and BRICS partners without committing fully to either side. India's unique position underscores its strategic vision of maintaining diplomatic flexibility and influence across global power blocs. Next, we'll explore the debate surrounding India's position as the potential weakest link within BRICS. Is India the weakest link in BRICS? Some analysts label India the weakest link in BRICS, not due to the lack of power, but for its inconsistent alignment with BRICS goals. In this context, weakest link refers to the perception of India being the least committed to the group's unified vision, not its economic or military power. Critics often point to India's growing ties with the United States and its hesitation towards certain BRICS proposals as evidence of divided loyalties. Chinese media have suggested that India seems more comfortable aligning with Washington than with Beijing, fueling skepticism about its commitment to BRICS. However, India remains an active BRICS participant, engaged in summit-level talks, policy formation, and joint development projects. India contributes over 15% of BRICS' combined GDP, reinforcing its essential economic role in the grouping. Foreign policy experts argue India is actually the linchpin. Its democratic model and global South appeal help balance BRICS' internal dynamics. India boasts one of the fastest growing economies among BRICS nations, making it an indispensable asset rather than a liability. In the end, whether India is the weakest link or the strongest pillar is a matter of perspective. Political alignment versus economic significance. Occasionally, speculation arises suggesting India may exit BRICS, often triggered by tensions with other members or global pressure from the West. One such instance occurred during the Trump administration when trade disputes and tariff threats added fuel to exit rumors.
Any BRICS state that even mentions the destruction of the dollar will be charged a 150% tariff.
But India has consistently reaffirmed its BRICS commitment, emphasizing multilateralism and rejecting notions of de-dollarization as official policy. In Jaishankar's words, India has never been for de-dollarization, implying a desire to shape BRICS policy from within rather than walk away. So why do exit rumors persist? For some in the West, a strong BRICS is unsettling, and India's dual participation invites scrutiny. Yet India has supported BRICS expansion, voicing its commitment during key summits and continuing to shape the group's future direction. At the latest BRICS summit, India backed new memberships, reaffirming its active presence in reshaping global South coalitions. Despite all the chatter, there is no official move or serious policy debate in India to exit BRICS. It remains mostly internet speculation. India's role in BRICS is about shaping, not abandoning the alliance. Its goals align with reform, cooperation, and global balance. As India walks a diplomatic tightrope, what are the true benefits of staying in BRICS compared to aligning fully with the West? India gains economic advantages from BRICS, from discounted oil imports from Russia to funding from the New Development Bank. Trade with BRICS countries helps India diversify supply chains and secure vital resources, fueling its large and growing economy. Diplomatically, BRICS amplifies India's voice on the global stage, especially on issues like climate, justice, equitable development, and reforming global institutions. India uses BRICS to lead on global South issues while its Western ties remain strong, giving India unmatched diplomatic flexibility. If India left BRICS, it could lose strategic influence in Africa, Asia, and Latin America, allowing China and Russia to dominate the group's direction. And would the West offer India significantly more? Probably not. India already enjoys deepening US ties while staying in BRICS. By remaining in BRICS, India keeps its options open, enhancing its leverage globally without choosing sides entirely. From access to capital and trade diversity to soft power in global governance, BRICS complements, not contradicts, India's Western engagements. In the global chessboard of alliances, India's real power lies in balancing both BRICS and the West, shaping the rules, not choosing sides. China views India as both a collaborator and a competitor within BRICS. While strategic cooperation is emphasized, underlying tensions persist due to border disputes and differing global visions. Despite challenges, China acknowledges India's significance in BRICS, advocating for mutual respect and cooperation to enhance regional stability. Russia perceives India as a steadfast partner, valuing its neutral stance on global issues and collaboration on initiatives like rupee-ruble trade mechanisms. President Putin has lauded India's independent foreign policy, highlighting its role in promoting a multipolar world order. Brazil and South Africa, sharing democratic values with India, often align with its moderate approach within BRICS, emphasizing development and reform agendas. The inclusion of new members like UAE and Egypt, who maintain strong ties with India, potentially bolsters India's influence within BRICS. While perspectives vary, all BRICS members recognize the value India brings to the alliance, viewing it as integral to the group's legitimacy and balance. India's active participation in BRICS underscores its commitment to fostering global cooperation and representing the interests of the global South. In summary, India's multifaceted relationships within BRICS reflect its strategic importance and the collective acknowledgement of its pivotal role in shaping the alliance's future. India has been a cornerstone of BRICS from the very beginning, helping shape its economic identity and policy direction. Despite occasional tensions, India plays a central role in maintaining the bloc's balance. India is likely to continue its strategy of strategic autonomy, staying in BRICS while building bridges with the West. As the world tilts towards multipolarity, India's dual alignment gives it both leverage and responsibility. For India, BRICS is not about choosing sides, it's about creating options in a divided world. Whether seen as the weakest link or the key pillar, India is essential to whatever BRICS becomes next. So tell us what you think. Can India keep walking this tightrope, or will it have to choose sides? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more videos on the Global Insight channel. And until next time, stay tuned.